Hi, I'm the Space Quest Historian. I'm back from PAX, I'm done with Monkey Island, I've played both of the games, so now it's time to start a new series. And to decide, I thought I might as well put this in the hands of my lovely patrons. So let's see, what is the game that I shall be playing today? Let us see. Let us see. Oh yes, oh things are... There it is! Ah. Well, an awful lot of bunnies, I see. So I guess that means we are playing Sam and Max Hit the Road. Which is pretty good, because I just happen to have the box and CD right here with me. Again, this is an old box, but it's not falling as much apart as all of the other game boxes I have. The contents of it seem to be pretty much intact. We've got the Crime Stoppers coloring book right here. Stompers, excuse me, with a very lovely... a board game that I really wish I'd play, actually, because it seems like a lot of fun. And also, you know, standard manual stuff. And this cost 449 Danish kroner when it came out. And this is when I got it. So this was from 1993. So it did not come in the jewel case. And yes, the jewel case is a bit beat up. It's also sort of falling apart. But this is the original CD-ROM. And it's a little bit dinged up, but I'm sure... Hello, me. I'm sure it will run just fine. So let's pretend we're inserting the CD and... oh, there it is. Loads like a charm. Oh, such magic we shall experience today with Sam and Max Hit the Road. One of the...
Friends?
Oh, excuse me. I'll just let this guy talk.
We've only gone out together 3 times, and already you're telling me you just want to be friends? You never gave me a chance, and for that...
He seems like a nice guy.
You'll fry like a pork sausage.
I've always wondered why he needed to clarify that it's a pork sausage.
You're too nice a guy, I guess.
I also like how she takes this completely calm.
Unpredictable.
Well, unpredictable, eh? How about... also, no one seems to really care that this is happening. He's just fingering his skull.
Hello.
That came out wrong.
This doesn't look like the Lincoln Tunnel, Sam. Looks to me like a marginally volatile hostage situation, Max. Ooh, does this mean we get to kick some puffy white mad scientist butt? Can't think of a reason not to.
You'll be of no use, freelance police. With the flip of a lever, my ungrateful lunch date will be reduced to a half cup of disoriented atomic matter.
Oh, he really relished that.
Doctor.
Shall I confront, subdue, and pummel the suspected perpetrator, Sam?
Knock yourself
Set
out.
him up, little buddy.
Off you go.
Ooh. Ow! Hey, nice one. Yikes! Huh? He's not a real guy, Sam. Can I keep his head for a souvenir? Why do you suppose it's ticking?
Why indeed?
That's no head, Max. It's one damned ugly time bomb. Let's leave this criminal cesspool pronto. Good idea, Sam. Maybe we can ditch the head somewhere while the credits are running. Mind if I drive? Not if you don't mind me clawing at the dash and shrieking like a cheerleader. Sam, is pronto a real word?
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'll never forget all you've done here today.
This cracks me up every time. They just happen across this kidnapping situation, leave her there, still tied up, and her lunch date was a robot. You know, just stuff, you know, it happens. Anyway, as you may have guessed, this is not actually running off the CD. As you can tell from the music, it's not actually playing ad-lib or Sound Blaster music, or PL3 if you want to get technical. I tried a bunch of different, because... originally I wanted to play this with the MT32 because I figured MT32, that's the big one. That's the one we all love so much. But the MT32 and Sierra were kind of the ones in wedlock, as it was, whereas LucasArts really perfected their soundtracks for the OPL3, I'd say. But I've chosen to go with the thing that sounds the closest to the Roland sound canvas, which is in this case the Windows Sound MIDI mapper thingy. It's close enough. It uses some of the same sound fonts or the same instruments, patches, whatever. And I picked this one because on the original CD, here it is again, track number 1, audio track number 1 on this was the actual game, but tracks 2 through 5, I believe, contains the music from the game, but recorded from what I assume was a Roland sound canvas. It sounded a lot like it anyway. And it did this because at some point during the game there is a musical number performed by a certain antagonist whom we'll get to. And that streams off the CD, and somehow they timed it to the animation in the game as well, which is no small feat. But anyway, that runs as a Redbook audio track off the CD. And for some reason, just because, you know, they had to do a Redbook audio CD thing anyway, they just recorded a bunch of, I think, Mole Man music is one, this theme song is another, and then there's like 2 other tunes that are just there for whatever. Also, credits over. Let's check out the rest of the intro.
Well, that was a pleasantly understated credit sequence.
It was.
I enjoyed the cheesy retro ambiance.
Except for the dude who kept
What are you
talking.
talking about, Max?
Sam, either termites are burrowing through my skull, or one of us is ticking.
Oops. Oh, yeah.
They didn't get rid of it. Of course, why would they?
Max, where should I put this so it doesn't hurt anyone we know or care about?
Out the window, Sam. There's nothing but strangers out there.
90s nihilism. Off you go.
I hope there was nobody on that bus.
Nobody we know, at least.
The perfect rationalization.
Hello? Yes? 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 No? Really? Well, the same to you, Mac.
That's the
Another
commissioner.
confused census taker?
Actually, it was the commissioner with another idiotic and baffling assignment.
Does it involve wanton destruction?
We can only hope. Due to the arbitrarily sensitive nature of the mission, we'll be meeting a bonded city courier out on the street.
Why is he in
Smells like a
bondage?
fiercely thickening plot.
Also, that is so not what it means. One thing we need to do is turn the music down just a tad. I thought I did that before I started the game. We'll have to do it again. Now please, avert your eyes, children, for here comes the ScummVM control panel. What, you think I'm just gonna run this in DOSBox? Are you insane? Actually, that's not really that insane, but why would I when ScummVM, this is what it's built for anyway, and it lets me, you know, mess with the audio drivers and shit without having to install a shit ton of emulators and shit, and also an ant farm. Come on, look at it, you
It's
swine.
Max's roach farm.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a bit of flavor animation. Also, if you click on the sandwich, he just Max goes ooh 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 me or something like that, which is why I suddenly had a fit. Okay, so as you can tell, this is from my dancing and my ranting and all of that. I love this game to death. As I may have mentioned, I picked this game up in 1993 when it came out. Check out the warning label up top here. It says parental advisory, twisted humor, which I didn't know you needed a parental advisory for, but I guess since the game doesn't swear and there isn't any gore or technically violence, I guess cartoon violence counts, but still, the twisted humor was really what they had going for it. And I remember a Danish reviewer who reviewed the game at the time who said that the humor in this game was slightly more inelegant than, let's say, Day of the Tentacle or Monkey Island, which I thought was a cute way to describe an utterly psychotic game about a talking dog and a violent rapids. Okay, so as you may have also noticed, this game does not use the traditional LucasArts 9-verb interface because the graphics are nice and full screen. All we've got is a little inventory item box down here, in fact, which takes up a shit ton of space, by the way. And as you can see, we also have interaction icons, which they kind of ripped off from Sierra, and which don't actually work as well, because there are a number of things you could do in Sierra games, like hit the middle mouse button that would revert to walk to. No, in this game you have to right click to scroll through all the available verbs, or, well, you can't even pick walk to from the box in here. Okay, so, but One thing it does have going for it is it has keyboard shortcuts. Hi, Ikifu. So you hit W for walk to, you hit U for use, you hit P for pick up, and T for talk to, and I think, L for look at. Yeah, so that kind of makes sense, actually. So I always used to have my left hand on the W button, because that's, you want your walk cursor most of the time when you're not messing with shit. I should stop talking and actually solve some of the game. Max, could you scoot, please? I want to get into this. No, see?
It's Max.
No, Max, fuck off. Come on, get over here. Get over here, you swine. All right, I want to have a look in the mouse hole, because the mouse hole needs my attention.
Cash. Never leave home without it.
Yeah, we may need it to bribe slippery government officials.
So many things to do in this lovely, lovely office. That was one. This, I mean, you can just toss some daggers, or whatever these are. There's a battle axe and some needles, I guess. Lawn darts. I think they're lawn darts. We don't have lawn darts in Denmark. And these are just flavor animations. You can fiddle with the TV for a bit. It doesn't actually do anything. The TV is not used for anything in the game at all. You can just turn it on and off for shits and giggles. The answering machine is another sort of flavor thing. Sometimes it has useful information. Most of the time it doesn't. Let's check it out.
This is no time for chit-chat.
Oh, come on.
This is no time for chit-chat.
You got a message.
This
Wait,
is no time for chit. Oh boy, we've got a message.
I hit the wrong.
Gee, I hope it's something
wrong hotspot.
eerily provocative.
It will be.
Hi. I'm calling about your upcoming auction of confiscated automatic weapons. Do you sell to convicted felons?
Hey, who are we to discriminate?
Oh, so topical indeed. Let's just forget that ever happened and go over here and turn on the black lights.
This would be more impressive in the dark, I think.
It would, wouldn't it? Let's go make that happen. There's a light switch here. There we go. Again, just flavor. Just LucasArts really put heart and soul into this very twisted adventure. Also, I like how the skull's eyes light up.
It's a black light that Max uses to illuminate his rare 60s posters.
Why does he have those? No one knows. I will have.
I'd better turn it off first.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Here we go. And here we go. We now have a light bulb. Don't worry, all of this will make sense in a moment. Let's turn the light back on. Okay, so as you can see, interface not so elegant, but this game more than makes up for it with a lot of extraneous animation and, well, brilliant voice cast. By the way, if anyone tells me that Sam Farmer, well, his name's not Sam. It's Bill Farmer. Sorry, Bill Farmer as Sam and Nick Jameson as Max. If anyone tells me that someone else is Sam and Max, they are lying through their teeth. These are the original voices. The cartoon, close, no cigar. The Telltale, sort of close, I guess. Who cares? These are the original voices, and that unfinished LucasArts sequel that they were about to make, and then LucasArts shit the bed. Also had Nick Jameson and Bill Farmer as the main characters, and hoo boy, they do such fine work. I think we're all about done in the office, so, well, here's a favorite line of mine, and it's straight at, like, second scene in the game.
We don't go upstairs.
Not since the accident.
It's funny. Come on, it's funny. All right, so we'll just casually walk downstairs and...
So, you want a piece of me, huh? Well, take a piece of this. Brutal.
But very true to life.
And here's one for your old man. I really respect Flint's business acumen.
Please, Sam, don't use the word acumen again.
I learned so many words from playing this game as a kid. You have no idea. All right, so... you can do several things to this guy. None of them are useful. I've actually never tried... oh, you can't talk to him. See, when you can do something like, let's say, use... it's the hand is open when you can't do anything, and when it hovers over a hotspot, it clenches. Only slight problem with that is there's no indicator as to what hotspot you are hovering over, so you could either be hovering over Max or you could be hovering over this guy. That's kind of what happened with the phone and the answering machine in the other scene. Anyway, if I try to... let's say pick him up.
Gratuitous acts of senseless violence are my forte.
You're such an adorable urchin, Max.
The sound effects in this game are so fucking fantastic. I know they're just sourced from some cartoon sound library or something, but they really put them to good use, and a lot of them were in Day of the Tentacle as well. In fact, if you'll indulge me as we exit this lovely hallway, one of the things that really, annoyed the piss out of me as a kid, but I can see now why they did it, was that this game requires 4 megabytes of RAM. Day of the Tentacle only required 2 megabytes of RAM, and the reason why they did this is because Sam & Max preloads all the sound effects into memory. I think for other reasons as well, but as a kid, this was the explanation that made sense. See, in Day of the Tentacle, whenever the game had to play a sound effect, it would do it much the same way as it does a voice file. It streams it off the CD, which is why Day of the Tentacle could only play one sound effect at a time. And if a character spoke while there was a sound effect playing, the character would then cut off the sound effect, and vice versa. Whereas Sam & Max here, you preload all the sound effects into memory, and the sound effects sort of get their own channel, and the voices get their separate channel. The voices still stream off the CD, but all the sound effects play from memory. And the reason why I hated that was because as a kid, I had a very wonky Sound Blaster clone, which would occasionally crash whenever a digital sound was playing. Now, playing Day of the Tentacle was nail-biting, but at least I could sort of count on, okay, it has to play that sound effect and that sound effect and that voice file, and then I'll just save my game. And, nail-biting territory. With Sam & Max, because they have that freedom now, they can play as many sound effects and speech as they want. It was all over the place. Very nail-biting territory. Very boring story now that I think of it. Hey, pigeons drinking.
Just a bunch of intoxicated pigeons.
Why are they up there? No one knows. Why is Max stealing mail? No one knows.
Handle those winged rats.
Also, another little
Bosco's
flavor
guns,
Easter
liquor,
egg.
baby needs.
You can actually go into Bosco's.
I see that old Mr. Bosco's generously giving away his profits to the underprivileged ski mask wearing youth of the neighborhood again.
Is he really? I think we need to investigate this further.
Hey, I don't think Mr. Bosco's voluntarily giving away his money.
Oh, I'm real terrified. A dog and a rabbit. Ooh, scary.
Max, the smart-ass kid doesn't think we're scary. What do you think about that? That's telling him, little buddy.
I think that punk learned a valuable lesson, Sam.
Me too, Max. I didn't realize that the lower lip could stretch completely over the head. Amazing.
Slightly more inelegant humor than Monkey Island and Day of the Tentacle. Oh, and also, that's what I mean with the whole sound effects ramble. Oh my. Ooh, mail.
Somebody's been ripping off the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, Max.
Steal the mail? Are you nuts?
Well, I know. Also, there's blood on the sidewalk. Okay, let's continue. That was just flavor. The pigeons drinking is just flavor. And vehicles will be what?
Vehicles will be stolen.
Okay.
No way.
Soiled office space available. All right, this is the bonded courier. Don't ask. Let's actually continue the game. We've been at this for quite a while. Look, he just walks around picking at shit. Max is delightful. And the constant fucking grin on his face. I love this. Anyway, this is a very cute little kitten.
Oh, it's a cute little hypercephalic kitten.
He's adorable. Let's take him home and put tape on his feet.
You can try and pick him up.
I won't pick that kitten up. I don't know where he's been.
For a second there, I thought, is that a Space Quest reference? But no, that phrase is kind of ubiquitous, so never mind. Put down your comment pens. You still write comments with pens, right? I'm very old.
I don't indiscriminately use people, except Max.
That's actually a random, response, so the game just sort of gave away what this was all about. But I think the game was expecting us to just go through each icon, see... Okay, we talk to the cat.
Hey there, little fella.
You talking to me?
I love this dude's voice. And here we have the conversation system. Also, a bit of a departure from standard LucasArts fare. Instead of picking the response from a list, we now get to ask a question, make a statement, or say something ridiculously silly. And then once we, start gathering clues, then their clue icons will appear in these empty squares. And this is just to stop the conversation. So, I don't know. Let's pick something silly.
It's times like this that make me want to lash out against a cruel world.
Funny, I feel like that all the time.
You must be the freelance police.
Sure.
Yes, but don't go blabbing it to everybody.
Yeah, everyone wants us at their
Kinda
birthday
cute,
parties.
Sam. Can I make a tennis racket out of them?
Another favorite line
Maybe
of mine.
later, Max. Right now, we've got a message from the commissioner to collect.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, that must have been so painful in the vocal booth.
Sorry guys, I swallowed your orders for safekeeping. But now I can't seem to hawk them back up.
I'm sure you could try, but okay, this introduces the game's final and most endearing mechanic, which is, you probably guessed it when you saw the inventory. Max is, let me just put this away. Max is actually an inventory item. And this, I think this game pioneered the, you have a sidekick that follows you around and you can also use that sidekick on objects in the game thing that I've seen a lot of games. Gibbous, for instance, uses this mechanic that I'm playing on Sundays on my Sunday stream. Hello, join me please. So now we get to use Max on the little cat.
I just love to turn this guy inside out.
Oh, that gives me an idea.
Yeah, this is my kind of shit.
According to these orders, something bizarre is happening at the carnival.
I thought that was the whole point.
Maybe we should check it out when we got nothing better to do, like any time.
Okay, a couple of things to unwrap there. First of all, he could have just told them that something bizarre is happening at the carnival. What the hell did the commissioner tell them on the phone then? Second, this is why you need subtitles for non-English speakers, because the voice actors, although perfect, talk very, very fast. And for I was 13 when this game came out, so for a 13-year-old who had, let's say, a marginal grasp of the English language, it's easy to sort of mishear what the characters are saying. So, first of all, that joke about something bizarre is happening at the carnival, isn't that the whole point? That kind of flew over my head. I didn't understand that. And second of all, when he said we should check it out when we've got nothing better to do, like any time, but he says it like guinea time. So I thought, what the hell's a guinea pig got to do with this? Anyway, I can tell I'm being boring. Let's hop in the car and check out the fucking carnival. Off we scoot. Overhead map screen! Got a couple of burger bars. These will come in handy later, and this is just a mini game. Fuck it. And let's get the plot rolling.
Tall nation and blimey. The idea.
So now what do we do?
Now we get in the bus and look for him, you idiot.
I knew that.
What accent is this dude going for? Well, I know, Liverpool, but he tells us as much.
Get out of Mr. Bumpus' way, you partially clad varmints.
Max is completely naked.
What was that?
I don't know, but if it weren't for the carefree innocence of this carnival, I'd be breaking his kneecaps.
Another favorite line.
Little imp, Max.
I even tell people that sometimes. Oh, be careful, I might break your kneecap. Actually, I don't tell them that. But I love the idea of someone specifically going for the kneecaps. I don't know why. I find that funny. So yeah, the antagonist just walked by. Well, something bizarre is happening here. Oh, hang on. Okay, fine. We'll go in here then.
Stop!
Okay. This will not stand. I'm just gonna pick the I think the manual describes it as a non sequitur, which also I didn't understand when I was a kid, but apparently that just means say something that doesn't make any sense.
If you let us in, we'll get you an antacid.
That made sense.
Sorry, boys, we are closed. I can't let you in. Insurance reasons, you know.
Oh. And here we go. We can ask about the antagonist that just walked by.
Who are those misanthropes at the gate?
Which misanthropes?
The short one with the bad hairpiece and the tall one with the dark flinty eyes.
Hey, I just work here. Anything else?
Yes, I want to say more weird things to you.
I want a corn dog.
You'd better have a better reason than that if you expect me to let you in.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming.
Let us in, Oleo Breath.
Nope.
We have to show him our orders.
I can hardly wait.
I don't know, what voice is this guy, or what accent is this guy going for? Is it French? Is it, I don't know.
Check this out, Jack. We're the freelance police. Here's our authorization to be here.
Now let us in before we replace you with a cheap renewable fuel source.
Max is infinitely quotable.
Let me run this by the boss. I guess you can go in, but be careful. Carnivals can be dangerous to your health.
There it was. Alright, let's get this plot dump underway.
Needlessly cryptic.
It sure as shit was.
I'd be peeing my pants if I wore any.
Everything seems to be in order here.
Okay.
Look over there.
Yeah, everything is just perfectly hunky-dory.
Authorities without consulting me.
Well, I tried talking to you, but you were off wallowing in your own self-pity.
Yeah, but
It's them. Hi, I'm Shep Cushman, and this is my brother Burl. Welcome to our carnival.
I'm freaked out.
I'm Sam. He's Max. We savagely protect the rights of innocents.
Even cruelly twisted ones such as yourself. Selves. Whatever.
Well, you sound like just the guys to solve our little problem. Walk this way.
I don't think anyone can walk that way. Also, check out the animation on these guys. Look how they, when they turn around, almost wobbles off.
Block of ice?
How could we miss it?
this used to be our main attraction.
Your main attraction was a block of ice?
Don't be dense.
Our main attraction was a genuine,
authentic,
real life
Bigfoot
on ice.
Hey, let me get this straight. You want us to go traipsing all over the country looking for a soggy Bigfoot?
I've never been traipsing before. Does it hurt?
But Bruno must be returned to us.
He's a brutish, ignorant beast with no sense of right or wrong.
You could just be facing sideways, guys.
Besides,
you don't have to do that whole...
kidnapped our second main attraction.
Is that the block of ice?
Max, my
No,
God.
It's Trixie, the giraffe neck girl from Scranton.
She disappeared at the same time Bruno did.
We can only assume that the monster took her when he made his escape.
I guess Max and I could search for your missing freaks.
Guess.
We'll need free run of the carnival to look for clues.
Yeah, and free corn dogs, so we can uke all over ourselves.
No problem. Here's an all-day free
This
pass.
is so weird. He just magically conjures that out of thin air.
Those abominations of nature back in your protective care before you can read the Quran.
Didn't he fight Godzilla?
Fucking love this game, man. Okay, so I know I'm treating this game for viewers as if you've never seen it before. I did see that comment in the poll chat on Discord that said, "Oh, good, he's gonna play the game everyone else has played." But sure, there's got to be some of you around who haven't actually seen this game before, right? Right? Maybe? I don't know. It is one of the absolute all-time classics. Here, let me hold it up just one more time because, my God, I love you. You smell kind of funny, but that's okay. I can't think of anything more relaxing than being locked in a moving car with a delusional psychotic like yourself, little pal. That's really sweet, Sam. I may weep openly. Everything about this game just oozes charm and, well, disturbedness, really. So I'm glad this one won the poll. Thank you so much for voting. If you want to vote on more weird shit, I'm gonna do a lot more polling, by the way, in the future, because I will soon be starting my Why SQH Should Not Play, insert game name here, series, and most of those videos will be subjected to an intense polling situation from my Discord backers. So if you want to get in on the polling action, you might want to head over to patreon.com/SpaceQuestHistorian. I'm just saying. I'm not singing, I'm saying. Anyway, I'm also a really bad singer. There's a fucking bone sticking out of this shoe. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Why is there a bone sticking out of the shoe? And why is there a monkey thing? And oh my god. I love this game to fucking bits. And I keep finding new and interesting shit in it every single time I play it. So I hope you'll join me for more of this in the future. Please like, subscribe, do whatever you kids do. Do leave me a comment, because I really truly love the comments. Am I doing this justice? Tell me. Actually, I don't care. But anyway, thank you for watching. Regardless, I'll see you around the Chrono stream. Bye.